Hi everyone, it's your boy Zach, and I'm here in the perfect acoustic environment for recording my car with the soft, cheap seats and the soft fake leather and the soft fake plastic. Absorbs all the sound waves. It's absolutely beautiful. But anyway, it's comic book shop, or it's new comic book day 2 days ago, and I finally got to the comic shop, and I was very, very, very excited because America 12 supposedly came out this week, except for my store is one of those stores that wants to stay in business, so they only buy comics that people actually want or that are selling good. Like, they don't have Dead Man. I've been looking for Dead Man. People said, why didn't you do it? I gotta go to another store, probably down in probably Austin Comics and Books will probably have those. Hit that up this weekend. But anyway, I bought this one because somebody had shown one of the pages right here, this page right here, and they literally made the point about how low the art standards have gotten for Marvel Comics. And I've got to say, I started off and I thought that was going to be my thesis for the video. My point is, this is going to be a good video. From the art that looks like it's the quality level for a Black Mask book to this, which is... This is like literally like it looks like it's made by high school students. Then I was gonna say something Disney tween sitcom. Oh no, it's much worse than that. We have basically seen a single issue that should kill the career of every single person involved, because one of the things it just exposes is the absolute minimal standards that modern day Marvel, Axel Alonso and the very beginning of the CB Cebulski era have. This is utterly embarrassing. So, got my handy dandy Bic pen, ballpoint pen. I actually drew Jawbreakers #1 with pens like these. So anyway, let's start with the cover. Whatever symbolic cover. This never actually happens, and this isn't actually Wolverine, but we'll let that slide. So the trade dress right here is nice. All this stuff right here, the trade dress, it's good. And then we get two people kind of looking at something, but we're not sure what. Something's over here, something's over there. We literally have no idea what's going on. And then we get this awesome, this is right where your eye just goes, just right there on the center of the stands. Realize on most of the stands, if this was on a spinner rack, this is what you would have seen. And we just get this big empty spot right here in the middle. So let's move past that because there's a lot worse stuff in here. So we start off and we get... Okay, so I got to talk about... The idea that you're going to turn Wolverine into a Disney tween sitcom is stupid and inappropriate on several levels. So first of all, nobody's talking about Avengers No Surrender. It's part 10 of like 21. I guess the Hulk is back. That's good art, but God, you all are stupid. So it's like, this is a book about Wolverine. They're calling this Wolverine, and this is Wolverine. She's barely in the book. We get to learn about Gabby Kinney. Gabby Kinney, aka Honey Badger, is a preteen clone of Laura Kinney. Gabby does not feel pain, is able to heal quickly, and has a single claw in each hand. Aww. Gabby is deadly as she is cute, and loves to spend time with her pet Wolverine, Jonathan. Oh, kill me. Seriously, what the hell? What the hell? This is not a comic. Somebody used the phrase ironic pseudo-comics, and that's what it is, but it gets so much worse. So you're like, oh, okay, so I'm ready for the beginning. Full page splash. It's an ad. It's another ad. We just had an ad here. We got a bunch of cutesy talk, and then we get another ad, and it's for another super talent boy, Matthew Rosenberg, and another super talent boy, Tom Taylor. So super talent boy is the name for, there's this whole gaggle of guys who are so incredibly bland and write like they're scared, and they just go with every dumb trend, and they write books that even they are not. So this is actually kind of dynamic. This page right here with magic and her sword, and but no, that's not the comic. Just rip it out. It's not the comic. So this is the comic. Oh, I got a comic, all new Wolverine. Oh, like knives and guns, sword. This is how they open it. the flattest of flat shots of Roosevelt Island, which is actually one of the neighborhoods I got my eye on. I heard Roosevelt Island is actually can be not overpriced. So then somebody says, "No, Pentecost the Pelican. Jonathan, how could you?" And he's eating the foot off the pelican statue. Mind you, this girl's killed like 500 grown men. And then this is the main character. Title, All New Wolverine. That's right there. They say it right there. This is the splash page. This is the opening of a Marvel comic. She's standing like a mom. By the way, she's like 16, 17. Holding a leash. "Gabby, your Wolverine just chewed through a statue. Take him for a walk." Excuse me, I have something to say. Why don't you care about your book at all? And I say that to every single person involved. Logan, the movie came out last night, had this character. The writer-director, James Mangold, spent a lot of time investing us in the character, thinking of an original take, doing this whole thing where she never talks, doing the whole thing. And when she does talk, she speaks Spanish because she was from a lab in Mexico. Giving her a look, she had her jacket, she had like the side of her head shaved, but her hair was worn down, is everything. And then look at this. No research. No design. Nothing. Nobody cares. So then, maybe he doesn't need a walk. Really? If only we had some kind of universal translator so he could tell us himself. Oh, wait, we do. You are the coolest mom on the Disney Channel, 17-year-old Laura Kinney. So then we get this page. And this is the laziest, most terrible. First of all, I have got to say, as someone who just left New York, this is the most un-New York sidewalk I've ever seen. Okay, so first of all, this whole corner in here is just going to be soaked with like several years of oily urine, kind of like jellied urine. Then there's going to be like a perma puddle right here of, again, kind of like the jellied urine. But then you're going to get another one, and this is like the fresh one, and it always kind of like runs down here. That's what you got to watch out for. So then there's going to be all these little black marks, which are pieces of bubble gum that were dropped between 1 week ago and 1945. And there's just going to be a bunch of them over here. And then right here, you're going to have the garbage. And they have special bags. This is really looking like a New York City. Oh, yeah, look at me. Look at me. Honestly, trash, you're not going to see a lot of trash. Dog poop, there's heavy fines for that. But, I mean, there's not going to be trash here. It's going to be put up here. Yeah, let's do like a little another. Sometimes you like have just a little tiny dog. And oh, no, it would be right here. This would be another fresh one right there. So that's a New York City sidewalk. So then she's walking her pet Wolverine. What is it? Grrr. Hey! Whoa! This is a freaking regular Wolverine. He does not have the strength to pull her. She's 10 and she's like superhero. And she's dragging her down the street like he's a freaking truck. Then they get to the laziest non-reference building you ever saw. I guess the only good thing we can say about it is that it's not a 3D model. Mind you, we're going to have like 4 scenes from this vantage point. Grr, what is this place? Wait, is this? And then he basically says it's a lab. To which she immediately calls Deadpool. Even though she has a healing factor, can't feel pain, claw in each hand, and she's been in dozens of adventures, she immediately calls help for 2 guys with M4s, really badly drawn M4s. So then he calls and she's like, "Hey, is this a bad time?" Guess what? It totally was a bad time. Plot twist. That's the joke. That's the joke. No, I'm not doing anything important. So then he shows up, and then he thinks the Wolverine is cute. And then the Wolverine... so then this is the panel. Remember the panel where we were looking from around the corner 2 pages ago? Remember here? Now they're still here, and they're still there. And they're very, very, very slowly talking about what they're going to do in completely flat angles. What's happening? Jonathan was rescued from a lab. I'm pretty sure this was the lab he was being experimented on. And you wanted what? Burn it down? I want to save the animals. Oh, of course, sure. And then burn it down? We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. And probably burn it down. Yeah, she's 11. 11-year-old girls don't ever talk like that. Don't. So then, do you remember this panel? That boring panel? And looking at them over there. And you remember this panel? That boring flat panel? Well, then we get it again. And then we have a long conversation about how they've got guns and they don't really usually have guns, she's going to say. So then her plan is just to walk straight up to him. Then she goes, "Hi, I'm Gabby, and I'm not sure where the sentence is going, but it's okay because I'm only talking to confuse and disarm you." Huh? Exactly. Sleepy time. Then he chloroforms him. Then we get 3 panels talking about, oh my god, chloroform, that's like a thing. That's like super random. These are both psycho killers. That's the whole shtick about her. She's actually a psycho killer. And she just pretends to not be one. She has claws. She can just stab them. There can be an actual... Knocking people out with chloroform is stuff that used to happen in the frickin'... What's the monkey? Curious George. He knocked over the ether and then he started tripping balls and they passed out. So then... This is bad panel inception because when you look at it, you're like, oh, it's just like a really bad flat drawing of her in the most undynamic panel ever. But hold up, it's actually insane because here's, let me show a little flat surface. Here's the lines. So there's a, what do you call it? 3-point perspective. They're going down. And these people are generally following the 3-point perspective, except for if you would see this from the side, they would both be walking like this. This is forward. This is to the camera. This is the camera right here. Yeah, they'd have to be leaning back at like a 20-degree angle to be there. So then we get the most flat, boring guy. And this is what the action thing. She just reaches forward and puts chloroform on her face. These people both have superpowers. You need to do things above and beyond what Curious George can do. Okay, so then we get the flattest angle ever going into a guard hut from a 1995 game you bought at Office Depot. Shout out. Then we get a flat panel of him typing. And then we get into, oh my god, it's zombie. That's the deal. They were making zombies out of the pets. They weren't experimenting on them. And then she goes, those monsters, they made zombies cute. So then the animals they raised, or they were coming to rescue, they find out they've been zombified. So now they're all excited about killing them. I'm sorry someone did this to you, but come, we'll end it. Hippity hop to your doom. Just accept that it's real. It's happening. And this is what Marvel comic books look like right now. Destroy their cottontails. And they cut them like perfectly in like their cartoon hams. They literally just have like one bone in the middle of their body. So then we get a silly one of them's a sloth, and sloths are slow. They're so slow. Do you get the joke? Because they're slow? Tom Taylor, I'm going to send you a pamphlet on freaking air conditioner repair because you need to go. A zombie sloth. He's moving slowly. Get it? Okay, this could take a while to be a threat. You want something from the vending machine? Then she says vengeance. And then he says, they have soda. Soda will do for now. Get it? Because superheroes always talk about vengeance. Get it? Get it? This is literally a comic made for people who would literally not buy a comic. But they would think this was funny if someone read it to them and then not look up from their phone while they did a fake laugh. Oh, that's funny. By the way, there was an actual joke you could have done here. when he says, you want something from the vending machine, and when she says vengeance, he could have said, no, it's a vending machine, not a venging machine. And she could have said, oh. Or she could have said, oh, I thought you said venging machine. Then, remember the main character? Well, we're past the staple, so we're like, I don't know, 14 pages in. She finally walks in, and she walks like a normal person, and in an already open gate, and we do get the sniff effect. And then she says, a girl and a Wolverine. They're inside. First of all, she doesn't ask like a question. I know they've seen them, but these people have been like beat up and knocked out, and they're really groggy. So maybe say, I'm looking for a girl. Okay, whatever. I'm acting like somebody cares about this. I'm the only person who cares about this comic. So then they go in, and she goes, Deadpool? Okay, so this was like the closest thing to actually being a joke. He's got all these like squirrels skewered, and he goes, it's not what it looks like. But then they ruin the joke by saying the literal joke that it is. He goes, it's not what it looks like. And she goes, it looks like you're making squirrel kebabs. That's about right, actually. And he hangs his head. So then, cosplay, Wolverine's cosplay, younger sister, whatever. Laura, how did you find me? You went 4 blocks. I'm Wolverine. She's pretending. So then she says something that makes no sense. She's like, why didn't you call me? And she goes, because I was angry and I wanted to punish them and I was worried you'd stop me. Oh. So she wanted to murder them and she wouldn't let you murder them, but she's a Wolverine. She just would have killed them all with you. So then, I don't know, Steve Bannon comes out. He's a white guy. He needs his comeuppance. So then he orders with just a simple shotgun, these people, whatever. Then, there's a whole pit of zombie Wolverines. And it turns out this whole very expensive process was not for experimentation. It was for sport. Damn those white people. So then, you monster. My favorite part of this panel is this giant empty spot in the corner. That's my favorite part. You monster. Back, I will shoot you, creature. This is actual dialogue. And then, you ready for... So, me and my son, we like joke around all the time. And one of the ongoing jokes right now is that the best comeback to anything is to say, no, you. So he says, back, I will shoot you, creature. And then she cuts his gun and she says, no, you won't. Nothing matters. So then the Wolverine growls at him and he says, get back, get... Oh, the irony. And then, whatever. So then, they burn the building down. Oh, okay, there actually is one more page, so I'm not showing the whole thing. So, you ready for the deadest of dead memes? Do you remember all the like little short Facebook videos and the memes from like 5 years ago where they were talking about cool guys walk away from explosions and they don't look back? Well, they lit the building on fire. By the way, they're 4 blocks from their house. And they just burned down the entire building, even though it only had 4 people in it, and 2 are dead. And why did you burn? You're right in the middle. You're on a teeny tiny island in the East River. So then, so we got to get to the dead meme. Badasses always walk away from the fire and don't turn to look. I know. She should have said, I know. I saw that meme when it was popular in 2012. So then they watch it burn and nothing matters. This was awful. I actually kind of think it was awful, worse than like America 12 will be. This was somebody purposefully making a comic for nobody, but really, really not trying at every single part of it. It was awful. It wasn't funny. The art was so far below the standard of Marvel Comics. The writing is a career killer. Like, nobody should look at Tom Taylor and go, oh, what a lovable chap. This was awful, and he needs to never work again. God. It's okay coloring. I don't know who the colorist is. I threw that page away. So, wow. Okay, 20 minutes. Predicted that one pretty well. Tell me what you think about this video. Tell me what you think about this all-new Wolverine. Have you read a worse comic in the last year? This was awful. Horribly, horribly bad. I have to think about the title of this video. I got so many options. But anyway, tell me what you think about this comic. Subscribe. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit the bell for notifications. Thanks to everyone giving to the Super Chat and the Patreon. You're funding original content. It looks like Iron Sights is going to have to be 5 issues. Or an oversized 4th issue. Working that one out. If you buy a comic because of me or anyone else of the YouTubers, take a picture of it. Hashtag move the needle. Oh, and I got a lot of comics this week. Not just cringy comics to make fun of. Looks like there's some good stuff too. So take a picture. Hashtag move the needle. Tweet it. And then at all the people in it. At the company who made it. And at the store that you got it at. So I'm going to be going to another comic store down in Austin this weekend because I got to get to America 12. I can't do the digital version. I got to think of something special to do with it. Anyway, thanks for watching.